Hey guys, it's Luis. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So today we're going to be looking over my fun deck. Obviously, we all know that my Fallen of Albaz deck, that's my competitive build. This is the deck that I use when I'm having some fun. It's the Crystal Beast structure deck. So what we did is we went ahead and we bought 3 of them. We put the 3 decks together. And so basically with the new support out on this, it's made the Crystal Beast deck a lot fun to play with and a lot more reliable. You're definitely not probably going to win a locals tournament with this. That's why in this build I definitely didn't include Ash Blossom or Ghost Bell, just because this is more of a fun build. Just so you know, just so you can spend 30 bucks and just get back into the Yu-Gi-Oh scene. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and look at all the cards that come in the deck real quick. Rainbow Dragon, really good boss monster. If he got to use his effect the turn he was summoned, I feel like he would be really good, but you know, just still a fun card to use. And then we got Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder. Probably the best of the Crystal Beasts, of the Sacred Beasts, mostly just because he's easy to summon. You just need 3 continuous spells, and like we know this deck has a bunch of those, and the Crystal Beast cards themselves are face-up spells, so really good to use in this deck. Very good boss monster if your Crystal Beast fails. Then we got Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. This is Rainbow Dragon, but with Crystal Beast in the name. So this is your new Crystal Beast monster. It gives you another Crystal Beast target. So that way that there's an extra one in the grave in case one gets banished. So, you know, makes the deck a little bit more easier to play with. And then we got Rainbow Dark Dragon. Rainbow Dark Dragon's a good card, you know, really good with the 4,000, but it's very hard to summon in this deck. They included a card in this deck that like makes it easy, but definitely just in here for fun. Then we got our 2 new Pendulum monsters that come with the deck. We got Crystal Master and Crystal Keeper. Crystal Master is really good. You tribute him and you can search Crystal Spell or Trap or Monster, Crystal Beast. Crystal Keeper, he's basically like an Honest for the Crystal Beast deck. So, you know, good hand trap. Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle. Basically the Winkaribo of this deck. Not the same effect as Winkaribo, but like, you know, this was Jesse's Winkaribo in the anime. Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, still the best Crystal Beast monster. You summon him, you can place a Crystal Beast and you spell and trap face up directly from your deck. Even back in the day, this card was broken, so good to see it's still strong. Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger, when he attacks, he gains 400 attacks. So during the damage phase, he's a 2,000 beater. Back in the day, this was really good. Anything over 1,900 back in the day was really good. Crystal Beast Amethyst Cat. Now, this card actually is really good. It can attack your opponent directly, but it loses half of its attack, so it basically only does 600 damage. But, you know, in a meta's like, you know, back when there was Gaia Cowboy and all that stuff, like, that could really win you the game. Like, I know this deck will probably never come down to time or anything crazy like that, but, like, really good card. And then we got Crystal Mammoth. Amber Mammoth. This is usually the card that I like bring out when I'm using like the effect to special summon from the deck from Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, just because he has strong attack, but the effects will be negated. But then again, other than, you know, Pegasus, you're not really using these cards for their effect. Then we have Cobalt Eagle. This card is really funny. I've basically, like, you know, the other Crystal Beasts, you just use them in the deck as names. So it's just funny to like see these cards and just realize like you're basically just playing with, like, you know, obviously these are cardboard, but like basically, yeah, it's just the name on the card. It's crazy. And then, so in this deck, you get Ash Blossom and Ghost Bell. Honestly, I bought this deck just for these cards, just to have these hand traps. But I just didn't want to buy it off, like, you know, Amazon or anything like that and have to wait or try to trade it for anything, because I could literally get a whole deck and these cards are included, which is crazy. I'd run 3 of each these in like a real side deck. And then we have our brand new Crystal Beast spell cards. Rainbow Bridge of the Heart, continuous spell. It's basically a bounce. It bounces itself into your opponent's monster when your Crystal Beast gets placed in a spell and trap card zone. And you get an additional normal summon of a Crystal Beast monster in addition to your normal summon. And yeah, you can basically also destroy a face-up Crystal Beast card you control, and you can add a crystal spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So, you know, a new search card that's continuous and that you can reuse is great. Then we got Crystal Bond, like pretty much the best Crystal Beast card ever made. That's a spell. So you add a Crystal Beast from your hand, so it's basically like a Rhoda, but then you also get to set face up a Crystal Beast in your spell and trap card zone, so it's basically a +2 in this deck. Well, +1. And then Awakening of the Crystal Ultimate. This card's really good in the deck because basically you just reveal a card and you get to plus off of it. One of the effects requires you to have the card out on the field, so it doesn't get used as much as the one that is just revealing it in the hand. But the one that reveals it in the hand is basically a search, so another search for the deck. So you can see how strong this deck has gotten. Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. This card is really difficult to get like its main effects off, so I definitely wouldn't use it in like a dueling deck, but definitely a really fun card. And then we have Rainbow Bridge, the second greatest card, because it's basically the spell search of the deck. Remember when cards only had like one text like this? Simple times. Then we have Rainbow Refraction. If a monster you control's original name is Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon, activates its effects this turn. Special summon any number of Crystal Beast monsters with different name from your deck. So you're basically banishing your Crystal Beasts to get them out anyways. So I'm not sure, but you know, I don't know. So Advanced Dark, this is how you get your Rainbow Dark Dragon out. It just makes all your Crystal Beast Dark monsters so you could get them out onto the field, you know. Good card for Rainbow Dark Dragon. Rare Value is actually a really good card. It's basically just a Pot of Greed as long as you have 2 Crystal Beast monsters in your spell and trap card zone. Really good card. Def put it in a competitive build. Crystal Release. This is one of those back in the day, back when equip spells were really good. I've definitely put this in the build. But it's good because when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can place 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck face up in your spell and trap card zone. So it's not that bad. Like, it's really not that bad. It's just kind of slow. Oh, and then we got Crystal Tree. I remember this card. Each time a Crystal Beast monster is placed in either player's spell and trap card zone. So this would be good against the mirror match. Place 1 crystal counter on this card, and you can send this card to the graveyard. Blah, blah, blah. Now we're on this, and then place them face up, which is really good, you know, for the mirror match. And then we got Crystal Promise, and you special summon. Back in the day, this was probably amazing. Not nowadays. Crystal Agnes, another one. Target 1 Crystal Beast monster you control, destroyed, and special summon 1 Crystal Beast token with destroyed's original name, and then this card is placed. While this card is in the graveyard, even during the damage step, you can banish this card. There's summon Crystal Beast monster from your tramp, and then you can use this effect. Now, it's not a bad card. And then we got Crystal Beacon, special summon 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck. But you must have 2 or more Crystal Beast monsters from your spell and trap card zone to activate and resolve. Really good card. Just if it didn't have that that conditioning, it'd be really good. Then we got Crystal Blessing. Target up to 2 Crystal Beast monsters in your graveyard. Place those targets face up in your spell and trap card zone. This is really good, but basically with our deck, we're basically just going to banish them anyways. We're just trying to get Rainbow Dragon out. Like, I get this deck was basically supposed to just be like reoccurring, like, you know, like concave control, like, and just reshuffling the same Crystal Beast cards over and over again. But you know, Yu-Gi-Oh is not supposed to last more than 2 to 3 turns, but then they make cards that make it seem like as if it's supposed to last like 10 to 15 turns. I just really don't know where they're going with any of this. Crystal Abundance, send 4 Crystal Beasts. I used to have this back in the day, but I never used it because even back then this was hard to use. Send 4 Crystal Beast monsters from your spell and trap card zone to the graveyard. Send as many cards on the field as possible to the graveyard. And special summon as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your graveyard up to the number of cards sent from your opponent's field to the graveyard by this effect. Yeah, really hard to use this card. I don't think I'm ever going to, in my lifetime, be able to pull that off, but whatever. Because you're basically going to need 4 Crystal Beast monsters in the spell and trap card zone, and then 1 open to use this card, which is very, very crazy. Then we got Foolish Burial Goods. This is really good for a competitive Crystal Beast deck, but like in a fun deck, not good. But this is actually really good for, because there's a Crystal Beast trap card that I think isn't included in the structure deck that just really goes well with this card. But we'll make this deck competitive soon enough. This card, Melody of Awakening the Dragons, a lot of people don't use it in the competitive builds. I completely understand why, but I have it in my competitive build. I'll explain why. It's a really good card, but you know, once you start getting like the advanced Crystal Beasts and all the new cards, you definitely don't need this. But it's good for now if you only have 3 of the structure decks, because you can discard 1 card and you can add up to 2 dragons. So you can discard a Crystal Beast monster and you can add your Rainbow Dragon and your Crystal Beast Dragon. So that's a really good card. You're basically just replacing 2 for 2, but you know, you're getting a Crystal Beast in your grave. We got Cosmic Cyclone. This is actually a competitive card. Comes in the deck. You're definitely gonna want to get the 3 of these that come with buying 3 of the structure deck. Really good card for the meta. And those are the spells. Now for the trap, Ultimate Crystal Mage. When your Crystal Beast monster is destroyed by battle, you can send 7 Crystal Beast monsters with different name from your hand, deck, or face up on the field to the graveyard, and special summon 1 Ultimate Crystal Fusion monster from your extra deck. And this is treated as a fusion summon. And then the second effect is really good too. Face up Ultimate Crystal Beast monster you control leave the field because of an opponent's card effect. You can banish this card from your graveyard and place any number of Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard face up in your spell and trap card zone as continuous spells. That's really good. That's a really good card. Then we got Concave Control. Once per turn, if a face-up Crystal Beast monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck. You can send this face-up card on the field to the graveyard and then target 1 Crystal Beast card you control and 1 card on the field, return them to the hand, and you cannot activate these effects in the same chain, which is fine. Concave Control. Crystal Miracle or Solemn Judgment. This card's crazy. This card's crazy. When a spell or trap card or monster effects is destroyed, destroy 1 Crystal Beast you control, and if you do, negate that effect activation, and if you do, destroy that card. If Crystal Beast monster is placed in your spell and trap card zone while this card is in the graveyard, even during the damage step, you can banish this card, place 1 Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard, face up in your spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell. Crazy card. And I love when they have like a graveyard effect, because then it's just awesome. I feel like all trap cards should definitely have a graveyard effect, I feel like. If you gotta wait 1 turn to use it, then they should have an extra effect once it's gone, I feel like. Crystal Boom. A lot of people put this in the side deck for this. I don't even think that this deck needs a side deck. It's just a fun deck, but you special summon up to 2 Crystal Beast monsters from your spell and trap card zone, and if you do, you gain life points equal to their combined original attack, which is really good. If a Crystal Beast monster is placed in your spell and trap card zone while this card is in your graveyard, even during the damage step, you can banish this card, excavate the top card of your deck, and if it's a Crystal Beast monster, either add it to your hand or special summon it. Otherwise, send that card to the graveyard, which is really good because basically, like, you're either gonna get a Crystal Beast because that's all we run, or you're gonna get a Crystal Spell and Trap, and then that's gonna get sent to the grave, and all these cards activate in the grave. So really good card, you know, just to keep the combos going. Excuse me. And then we got Crystal Brilliance. You can only control 1 Crystal Brilliance, and you'll see why real soon. Each Crystal Beast monster you control gains attack equal to its original defense. So basically all of them, you know, just become fucking crazy beat sticks. So if a Crystal Beast card is placed in your spell and trap card zone, even during the damage step, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard and special summon 1 Crystal Beast monster from your hand or graveyard, and all the battle damage you take this turn is half. So, you know, just to keep you in the game. Then we got Crystal Pair. When a Crystal Beast monster is destroyed by battle, it's at the graveyard. You can place 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck face up on the field, and it's a continuous spell. If you do, you take no battle damage. Good card. Then we got Metaverse. You know, just to add Crystal Ruins to our hand. And then we got our last trap is Counter Gym, and then you send all cards in your spell and trap card zones to the graveyard. Place as many Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard face up in your spell and trap card zone, exchange effects, and then during the end phase, destroy them all. This would be a good card to bring out Haman, Lord of Thunder. That'd be a good combo with him. And then of course our 2 fusion monsters. We got Rainbow Overdragon. 7 Crystal Beast monsters must either be fusion summoned or special summoned by tributing 1 level 10 Ultimate Crystal Monster. Once per turn, you can banish 1 Crystal Beast monster from your graveyard. This card gains attack equal to the banished monsters until the end of this turn. This is a quick effect. You can tribute this fusion summon monster, shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. So, you know, good card if you need to get yourself out of a situation, and, you know, just gives you another option in the deck. But then our main big bad boy, Ultimate Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. Must be special summoned from the extra deck. During a duel, you special summon an Ultimate Crystal Monster by banishing the above monsters from your field and or graveyard while you have 7 or more Crystal Beast monsters with different names that are banished. This card gains 7,000 attack. So basically, he's going to be at what? 1,100? Yeah. If this card has not battled this turn, you contribute this card, shuffle as many cards on the field as possible into the deck, and if you do, special summon any number of banished Crystal Beasts. So basically what you want to do is you want to do all your combos, you want to get this guy out. After you get this guy out, you have to win the duel. Like, you got to win it right there. If you don't win it right there, you're screwed, I promise you. And then you're basically going to shuffle everything back onto the field, and then you're going to bring back all your Crystal Beast monsters at once, and then just try to end the game right there. Alright, so now that we've looked over every card in the deck, we went ahead and we put 3 of the structure decks together. We're going to go ahead and show you guys what I think the best combination is. So first off, we're going to start off with 2 Rainbow Dragons. Some people run 1, even in the fun build. I'm going to explain to you why I'm running 2 right now is because we're including Melody of the Awakening Dragon. Just gives us some extra draw power. And, you know, just in case, it is a light monster, so like, you know, just in case if it gets banished or anything, we still have an option to have another one. And then we got 2 of the Rainbow Crystal Dragons. You know, just a new Crystal Beast name. I would run 3 of him, but he is searchable, so there's no point in having 3 and then bricking with possibly 2 in your hand. So we're just going to keep him at 2. Now going into the Crystal Beast monsters, the only one that we run more than 1 copy of is Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, the #1 Crystal Beast in the deck. We all know why. Then we run 1 of each of the Crystal Beast monsters, because we need to run them all, because we need all their different names. So that's our crystal lineup. And then we also included 3 of the Pendulum, just because he's a tribute search. So you summon him, tribute search, so you don't brick on him, you know what I mean? He just basically extends your combo out. All right, now for the spells, we're playing 3 Crystal Bond. Really good card. We all know why. It's gonna basically, you know, add a Crystal Beast to your hand and then place 1 face up in your spell and trap card zone. Really good for the deck. We also have 3 of the Rainbow Bridge. Another search in the deck, gives you an extra normal summon, and it's a bounce. It's continuous, so you can reuse it. So of course we're gonna run 3 of those. And we got 3 Awakening of the Crystal Ultimates. Again, another search. Doesn't give you any negatives, you know, unless you don't have the Ultimate Crystal in your hand, but then that's why you have all the other spells. You know, the deck works with itself, so you're definitely never gonna brick on any of those. And then of course 3 Rainbow Bridges. Just another search, you know, deck's just full of searches just to keep your combos going, so that way you never brick. And now for the 1-ofs, we got 1 Rare Value, and we got 1 Melody of Awakening Dragons. I like to run this just to add the cards to my hand. Just I feel like it gives a little bit more consistency to the deck, and it allows me to run more than 1 copy of them. So, you know, I don't just brick if something happens to that 1 copy. Rare Value, I would run more than 1 because it's, you know, basically a Pot of Greed with the Crystal Beast, but it is situational. So whenever a card is situational, you really want to just assess those situations and just try to think of how many times it's actually going to happen. And honestly, the whole point of the deck is to bring out Rainbow Dragon, not to keep drawing cards. Like, what are you really trying to draw into? You're basically going to have your combo in your first hand anyways. And then just for back row removal, we got 2 Cosmic Cyclones. The deck is really good when you go first, because, you know, you can set up and you can make sure that, you know, you deter your opponent from deterring you. But if you have to go second in a fun duel, Cosmic Cyclone is really good because it just basically, you know, removes the back row and allows you to get started on your combos. And for our traps, we run 2 Crystal Miracles. Would run 3, I just don't want to brick. This is a fun deck, you know, I'm not really trying to win, I'm just trying to have fun. So trying to get to the combos more than I'm trying to control. But then that's also why we have 2 Crystal Concave. Again, if it was competitive, Def would have 3, but you can search these cards out, so why have 2 in a fun deck, you know? And then for the 1-ofs, we got 1 Crystal Brilliance, 1 Crystal Pair, and 1 Ultimate Crystal Magic. Again, we all know what these cards do. Just run 1 of the decks because we can search these 2. I'm pretty sure we can search Crystal Magic too, but yeah, it's just really good to have 1-ofs. Very situational, but, you know, just in case you need them. Again, Crystal Brilliance, I really like this card. Back in the day, this card would have been crazy broken. And now, of course, no brainer right here. We got 3 of each of the new fusion monsters. Makes the deck work. You know, the whole reason why the deck came out is because of these guys. Makes the Crystal Beast a lot funner to play. And it's just always nice, you know, when Konami just gives support to old decks like this, you know, just to bring the childhood memories back. But yeah, you gotta have 3 of each. If you bring this guy out and you don't win the game, you're probably gonna lose. But, you know, that's the kind of Yu-Gi-Oh we like to play. Poker, right? Go home, go big or go home. Alright guys, again, if you liked the video, just make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Leave down in the comment what structure deck you want us to get next, and then we'll put that structure deck against this structure deck. And then either today or tomorrow, we're going to be doing an unboxing video of the Darkwing Blast, and we're going to be doing a giveaway on that. So if you want to win, it's really easy. You don't have to do nothing other than like, comment, and subscribe, and just leave a comment on this video and on the next video. And whoever leaves a comment on this video and the next video is definitely going to win because it's really easy. Nobody even comments or does anything. So, hey man, free dubs all around. But Have a good day. It's Luis. Oh, and if you want a test hand for this, if this video gets more than like, I don't know, 50 or 100 views, real low, because we're, low balling it right now, we'll definitely do a test hand for this video. So just leave a comment if you want to see a test hand too. But it's Luis. I'm out. Peace, guys.